Hey everybody, welcome back to the Man Cave. I'm your host, Magi History. I hope everyone had a good Christmas, a good weekend, a good week. I hope everybody had fun. Welcome again to the Man Closet. I wanted to, not really sure exactly how my channel's going to go. I am new, so I'm streaming here. I'm going to try that for a while. I'm trying to make some videos too. In fact, I was trying to use Streamlabs on my phone, my iPhone, to show you on my truck. I love Fords. I have an F-150. I made a recording, but for some reason I couldn't figure out how to upload it. The only thing in the Streamlabs um, would let me do is go live. It wouldn't let me record to my iPhone. I think that's something they should add. That's just a personal opinion. I'm not sponsored. I don't have enough people to be sponsored, so I'm not sponsoring anything. But I will let you know that I am recording off of the Insta 360 AI camera. So if you like that, I'm not using a mic. I might have to buy a mic, but the man cave is very limited in space. In fact, I'm sitting in my chair here, and that chair, I'm having to use this is kind of like my setup here. So, um, there's not a lot of space for a mic. I could put it on the side, but anyway, I digress. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do with this channel. I'm into all kinds of stuff. Um, in case y'all are aware, I do have autism, and because of that, I imagine these things in my head that I want to do for everybody, but my editing skills aren't there. So sometimes I feel some like, should I video this or should I video that? So I'm just gonna go for it and see how things go. Anyway, today I'm going to start off the stream by showing you some videos, some of the creators that I look after, people who I really like, um, for their content. I'm obsessed with it looks like YouTube these days. I love playing games too. That's why I am on Twitch as well. Usually when I play a game, I get so obsessed with it that I go ahead and I platinum it if I can, or I go as far as I can, and that's what I'm obsessed with at the time. Black Myth Wukong was the last game I played, and I did platinum Black Myth Wukong. But apparently, there's an update, and later on in the stream, we're going to go take a look at that update. Apparently, you can fight some of the bosses again, but I haven't picked up um, my remote for Black Myth in a while, so I actually probably have to relearn it real quick. And you'll get to see that. Um, these videos, if you see them later on YouTube, they're not going to be edited. There's certain things I want to learn to do, and editing's going to be one of them. So just real quick, I'm going to show some short talk about some of these, make some reaction videos about certain people like Asmon. Everyone loves Asmon, right? I guess so anyway. I do. I think his hot takes are awesome. Pretty base. I'm not going to go all political in this stuff right now. I do have political opinions, but I am a public school teacher, and as a public school teacher, um, I want everyone to know that my opinions, like I share here on the stream, are my personal opinions. We have professional opinions too. Professionally, when I teach kids, I do teach political science. I also taught world history last year, and I think that me personally, when I talk any politics, I just want to preference that as political opinions. I believe in neutrality when you teach kids, especially politics, because ideology is just like religion. Um, Sometimes even the most basic facts, people won't listen to simply because it goes against their ideology. I don't think that way. I'm very open minded in a lot of things. I do have my own political opinion, and that has come over a long period of time. I've been 18, old enough to vote since I was 18 years old, and that's been 30 years ago. So, My opinion is very well, and I will make a video about that sometimes. But I want to give you the historical um, context of it, because you take historical context and you're going to find reasons why people believe certain things. So I want to do that step by step, so there's no confusion of my belief system when it comes to that. And again, it's personal. When it comes to teaching kids, you have to be neutral, and that's what I like to do. So anyway, let's start off our first one. Asmon, everyone knows who Asmon is. If you don't, he has this channel. He was a gaming streamer. I think he still does. I know he has Discord, which again I still don't know how to use Discord yet for even PS5. So it's something I'm going to work on. In fact, my chat should be on. Yeah, I have a chat box, but I don't think anyone's chatting, but I don't even know. So let me see if I can even get that to work. Is my chat even on? I don't know. Multi-stream chat. Okay. So yes, chat is on. I just don't think anyone knows how to get to it, or there's probably no one watching, at least on the stream I have. So I'm gonna put hello and see what happens. Okay. So it looks like my Twitch is up. But I think that's it. Yeah, so Twitch. And YouTube's up, but I don't know. We'll do some videos about that too. So let's get my hot here. I'm gonna turn up my little fan that's in the room here. Okay, there we go. Anyway, geez, I'm a hot mess, aren't I? That's okay. Oh, geez, where did I put this? Oh, it goes up there. Dang it, stop doing it. Okay, there you go. All right, Asmon. Okay, so I went to look at some videos. Asmon does a lot of videos. As you know, he's a mainly a streamer,
PC gaming is
and
dead.
that's what I like about him. Is I like to listen to actually stuff that has nothing to do with gaming. A lot of his other hot takes are funny. Um, One thing I like about him is he clearly, um, and I joke about a little bit that he might have Asperger's or autism like I do, simply because he literally will say whatever he thinks, and some of his takes are a trip, and I agree with a lot of them, but a lot of them I don't agree with. But as I shouldn't even have to introduce him, but he seems like a character. He's one of the reasons why I decided to go ahead and do YouTube. Like him, he lives in Texas. I currently live in Texas. I'm from Florida though. Um, and he started out because basically he had nothing. He's still in his house doing his videos. I'm in a closet. Hopefully, I will get a bigger closet one day. If I was Aspen, honestly, sometimes I wonder about him when it comes to his room, because he's obviously comfortable, and I think that goes to a psychological thing. He's comfortable in his environment, and it's actually part of his brand. Just like he talked about, basically not having teeth, and he got money to get them fixed, something I'd like to do myself, but he did this through YouTube. And so he's a role model for me. He is younger than me, so it's always weird to have a role model that's actually younger, but he is a YouTube role model for me. I understand this whole comfort. In fact, if I were him and he wanted to maybe keep the brand of him streaming in his comfortable attic room or closet, whatever, I think they showed a video game with it too. Um, I if I was him, I would definitely like buy like some really sweet trailer or high end mobile home and basically park it next to his old house and do his streams, and then go to the mobile home or the posh unit there, and spend the rest of my time, because he it's his brand. And I think if he changed it, I would be very I think people would be like, "Oh, that's not Asm anymore. He sold out." I mean, from my understanding, dude makes a lot of money. So if this dude makes a lot of money, I mean, he obviously can afford to get a new house. But again, he's comfortable in it. His mom lived there with him when she was still alive. So I get it. I get it. So just in case you don't know, we're gonna do just a short little bit of one of his videos.
One of my all-time favorite things that console fanboys say is that PC gaming is dead, or that PC gaming is like smaller or less important than console gaming, stuff along those lines. I love it when they say stuff like that because it's one of the easiest things to prove wrong, and it makes the statement as a whole even more ridiculous on its face.
The true Chads and patricians of the gaming universe are in fact the phone users. Phone gaming is bigger than consoles and PCs put together.
The PC gaming
See, exactly. He's just saying it out there. It's the truth. Like, a lot of people in Asia use their phone mainly for gaming, especially the ones who can't afford it. And he doesn't point that out. I'm sure he will later on. Knowing him, he likes to cover all the bases. But I watch him. And I'm like, yeah, he's so right. Um, I have a PS5. So that's what I use mainly for gaming. I have an ROG Ally X, which is actually the computer I'm using right now to stream on. Again, I'm not sponsored by anybody because I ain't got any followers, um but the ROG Ally, it was X. It's fun, but dude, throwing out my PS5 and just hooking up to it's way easier than PC gaming, especially on a handheld like the Ally X right now. Because I mean, literally, I'll be gaming and I hit the wrong button and poof, I'm back in the Windows. So that is a pain in the butt. So, back to Asmo.
market has been healthily growing over the last few years, while executives for both Xbox and PlayStation have been openly talking about how the console market is stagnant. There are also just way more PC gamers than console gamers worldwide. These things are really easy to fact check, and yet console dudes will still go up to bat for this complete dog spit point of PC gaming somehow being a small market or a shrinking market. Case in point,
I don't think it's a shrinking market, but I do think the amount of people that can afford a high-end gaming PC is going to naturally be lower than the amount of people that can afford a $400 to $500 console.
Afford it.
So consoles have a lower barrier to entry. It's the same reason why phone gaming is really popular. Is phone gaming popular because phone gaming is better than console gaming? No. Phone gaming is popular because it's convenient and it's also easy to access. That's the reason why it's popular.
The other day, Steam hit a new all-time concurrent player record, so I, in my lovable way, quote tweeted the news with the caption,
See, that's exactly what I mean. Asman basically says how he feels, and I would like him to review stuff too, simply because he's not going to BS them. Yeah, that's what I like. He is who he is, and I think you can appreciate that. By the way, one more plug. This is what kind of hat is this? I have a bunch of these. Bastin Scally. So again, I don't have a sponsor, which is fine, but Boston Scally's my favorite hats. It's what I wear all the time. I have 20 or 30 of them. So if you guys would send me some, dude, that would make my day. Okay, anyway, that was AsmonGold. That's somebody I watch on the regular. Next up, European Reactor. This dude right here. Okay, let me tell you about this dude. He is from Portugal. All right. He's never been to the United States of America. He will never stop talking about Texas. I prefer Florida, honestly, over Texas, but this is my new home, so I gotta get used to it. But European React is one of my favorite reactors because a lot of people who do their videos that live over in Europe, um, who like to do videos about the United States, um, they're entertaining, but to me, he's just funny, especially the fact that apparently his English he learned by learning English from a Russian person who speaks English, which makes sense because the whole time I'm watching this dude and his reacts videos about America, he sounds Russian to me, and it's just so trippy. He seems like a really sweet, honest, nice guy, and I really like him. Again, he watches there's all kinds of react videos about America, and I love Europe. I've been to Europe once, um, and I'd love to go back. But apparently, I think this whole React thing is mainly an America thing. So I love watching him and I love getting their reactions. I love immigrants to America, especially legal immigrants. I probably should put that out there because they always see the United States differently than people who grew up here. My wife's an immigrant. But she was raised here. I mean, she came here as a small baby, so that doesn't literally count, except for the fact that she has struggled with learning the language so much that now she's an English teacher, and you would have no idea that English is her second language. So anyway, let's watch this. He's pretty good. Like I said, he usually does reacts. Now he's been getting into food and I think country music, but I generally watch just his overall video stuff. He puts like 2 videos out a day, I think it is. But European reacts, just give you a little sample here.
What's up, my friend? Welcome to my kitchen, and today is more than a special day. We are going to do what someone may call the holy grail snack in America. Andre, what are you talking about? Try to guess it. Sticks, Portuguese sticks, corn flour, and last but not least, Portuguese sausage. We are going to do corn dogs, my friends. I'm super excited.
Corn dogs.
Before I go into that,
QT corn dogs, no good. Deep fry them, make them good.
Imagine trying to ask Americans for a like and not having the flag. Oh man, I can feel the power.
Sonic corn dogs are good too, but you gotta make sure
is a good day, trust me. We are going to do such amazing corn dogs. Now that I'm ready, if you can leave a like, thank you so much, my friend. Is the best way to show support. If you can subscribe, well, in that case, forget about it. You make my day. Have that in consideration. Let's start with this. So, my friends, I think it's important to do an introduction of the ingredients. Why? Because all of them are Portuguese, even the sticks. How crazy is that? Think about. Look at this bee.
See, I know he does food. He's doing food videos right now, which I love. I also love when he reacts to other videos. I think he's probably running out of the react to American videos that he does. Juju, I think Jolly is another one. I love their reaction videos where they try food. British students try food, which I love since I'm a high school teacher. I think that's a trip. But the ingredients he gets are a trip in itself because people don't understand. Like when I was in Europe and the UK, lots of stuff that you get in America isn't the same as the United States. Even Subway, man. You go to a Subway sub in London, which is something I did. In London, you don't have to keep the bread in a box. We have bread boxes here at all the Subways, and that's where they keep it from getting hard. So I walk into this Subway sub place in London, and I asked for a foot long, and they just automatically toasted my bread. I'm like, dude, why are you I don't need this toasted. He's like, okay, we'll remake it. So he remakes it, and then I bite into it. Dude, the bread was hard. That's why they toast it, because they leave it out. And I even looked down and go, well, we American, well, we put them in a box because we're smarter than you. Obviously, we're not smarter than you, but it's just obviously that's one thing, the stupid American thing that I did. I did a couple of those kind of stupid comments that I share every English person and every European that's ever met an American in the UK or in Europe say is like stupid American. Like there's this whole thing with elevators. Like the first floor of an elevator in England is actually the second floor because basically they're saying, well, ground floor doesn't count. Again, those are things I'm not judging them on that. They're just different than us. With him and getting food, I admit when I was in Europe and UK, I had lost like 30 pounds the month or so I was there. I think I was there 6 weeks. This was like 10 years ago. But anyway, so he's trying to source this stuff using Portuguese. Last time he made a BLT with bacon, and he had to slice the bacon just right to even make it look like American bacon. And that's, you can't do that. Just like again, In the hostels I stayed at in the UK, their bacon is not the same. Just like I love beans as a barbecue beans is a great idea for breakfast, in my personal opinion, but they don't heat them up. So anyway, again, it's not judging. It's just that he's trying to make a corn dog out of stuff not from America, and it's obviously not going to taste the ways ours did. But let's just watch for a couple more minutes, okay?
Beautiful corn flour. If you guys want to know how you say corn in Portuguese, is milho. Now, the
Milho.
hot dogs. Okay, my friends, this is a Portuguese brand. The name of the brand is Nobre. What Nobre means? Noble. Yeah, noble. So those are basically fancy Portuguese sausage.
I love the
Actually,
Russian
another
accent
fun
from
fact. Do you guys know
Portuguese
how you say sausage in Portuguese? Salsicha. Yeah, try to say it. Oh, you can do it. When I say Massachusetts, everyone tries to tell me, Andre, you say this way. Now try to say this, salsichas. You cannot do it, can't you? My friends, look at this. Isn't this beautiful?
Don't people in
Someone say this
Massachusetts
could
say
be
Mass anyway?
part of a
I
Mikado
live in
game,
Mass.
but it's not. It's
Fast and
actually a
Mass.
Portuguese sticker
Fast and
that we are
scatty.
going to use to bam into the sausage. First thing we need, Portuguese ball.
Pokey.
And my friends, one of the stars of this YouTube channel, this cooking show, the patriotic flour. It's almost ending, my friends, but you know what? I know where to find those, so that's a good thing. Portuguese kitchen scale. My friends, I'm putting the last spoons of the patriotic flour. I know a lot of you guys praise the Portuguese butter, and the Portuguese butter is amazing, but I really believe no one shows some love to the patriotic flour, and we are at the end.
All right. So anyway, I'm not going to ruin that for him. Y'all should go watch it. If you guys are watching me, definitely go try out the European Reacts video channel. I love him. I love him. You definitely got to try him. So anyway. All right, let's go to, right. Oh, yep, ROG. I told you I have a ROG Ally X, so I sometimes watch these guys. I was going to show you this, but something tells me if it's a live stream, they're going to be tripping if I do it on my channel. Anyway. All right, next up is the Y-Files. Y-Files has millions of subscribers just like Asmon, but in case you've never heard of them, Y-Files is a take on the TV show X-Files. That's why he's doing WHY. I am a Patreon of this channel, so that proves how much I like it. Right now, they just did a new one called Alien Agenda. The seventh experiment. It was pretty good video. Lately, they haven't been coming out with a lot of new stuff. I think the guy here, he actually started Speedweed, if you know what that is. But basically, he worked in television, like for MTV and all that back in the day. And during the event that happened in 2000, he moved and he started the Y-Files. It's kind of like there's a show. I used to be a security guard for many, many years. As I was going to college, I worked overnight. I worked overnight in college the whole time. I always had a job while I was going to college. I have an MBA now. I'm hoping maybe I can teach some business here in the future if I could get a community college to hire me to do that. Um, but anyway, the Y-Files is kind of like a sci-fi, just like the X-Files show, where he basically takes a story like Art Bell. Yeah, I used to listen to AM radio a lot. And I listened to Coast to Coast, which was a midnight radio show, and I started listening to Coast to Coast probably in the mid 90s, 1990s. And I don't work overnight anymore, so I don't listen to it much. But he basically is a fan of AM Coast to Coast, and I was a fan of AM Coast to Coast. But he does videos, and then most of the time, these videos will be about, Art's Hole, and a bunch of urban legend stuff. And a lot of times he'll debunk them if he can. But I think he, like me, he absolutely loves the stories. So let me give you a little sample of the Y Files, okay?
Two, garbage.
Right.
This episode of the Y Files is brought to you by War Thunder. Hey,
yes,
thanks
War
for
Thunder.
clicking.
At least
Today
he
we're
starts
doing
off
a whole
with
compilation.
the advertisement.
Someone mentioned it on the live stream a couple of weeks ago that we've done so many stories about holes, we should do a compilation of them. And I was like, we have?
See what I mean?
And then I went back and looked at the catalog, and we've got something like 10 or 11 stories about holes and underground mysteries and all that stuff. So we're not going to do all of them, but I picked 6 or 7 of my favorites. And really the only way to kick off a good hole compilation is with the classic, Mel's Hole. I have no idea. He was supposed to be here hours ago.
The fish. His name's Hecklefish.
Yeah, copy that, IT. I got signal lock and running 5x5.
Hello, we're supposed to shoot today.
Yeah, I'm shooting today, just not in the studio. My warfare proficiency metrics have fallen below standards, so I've been reassigned for combat readiness recertification.
Reassigned where?
If you're a Patreon, you don't have to watch. They have the videos without
All
the
I can say is, I've been detailed aboard a top-secret, nuclear-powered vessel engaged in high-tempo, full-spectrum maritime readiness drill.
I didn't know you were in the Navy.
Oh, you didn't notice how comfortable...
So how the Y Files works is basically AJ introduces the video of the theme he's doing. Then they'll do the commercial. A Hecklefish will be in the commercial, and then he'll introduce the story and tell you the entire story without debunking it. With the Hecklefish jumping in there, as you know, as a commentator. I think it blends the video really well. And then at the end, he'll tell you what might be the origin or what might be the truth. He may debunk it. He may not. Sometimes he doesn't debunk it. But what I want to say about the Y Files is I absolutely love it. And I wish they would make more of them. AJ is the producer. He has several employees. I think he burns himself out really quickly because he puts his whole emotion into it. But to be honest with you, well, I'm honest anyway, so I don't even like that to say that. But basically, he's doing compilations now to keep people watching the videos while new ones come. He used to be doing like a new one every Thursday, and I can totally see how he got burned out of that. Especially with his production values. I definitely would have to hire a team if I had money to do production values like this dude does, but I want to see more Y Files, and I don't see enough of them. I probably would consume them as they come out, but I don't because he's not able to put them out because he's doing the old-fashioned way, I think, of producing them, because he does come from the television and movie type of things. So the one thing I'd like to see, and I suggest personally, is maybe AJ hire somebody else to maybe do some of the videos. Especially, I mean, you can have 2 hosts. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having 2 hosts, and you have Hecklefish. I mean, I think you could still hit the bottle of magic without having to do that. Because I don't want to see him burn out, but I want to see more Y Files. Compilations are nice, but I mean, first year, I was watching them every Thursday, every Friday they come out and all that stuff, and that's what I want. I mean, I would watch every single one of them as soon as they come out. All right. So anyway, that's AJ. That's the Y Files. Again, that's something. He's a big inspiration, just like with Asmon. Asmon's inspiration when it comes to just the fact that he just does his stream and does his thing and does whatever, and he is his brand. AJ's brand is being able to do really great job producing these stories, and I really enjoy that as well. And I think the more is what I want. So again, yeah, he's just awesome. Okay.
Comfortable I am with semen.
Whoa, now, okay, good. That anyway, it's a whole thing. You'll have to watch the video for the rest. Definitely check out the Y Files. Okay, now let's get to Ford. So I can't say I'm a motorhead. I am a car guy, though. I absolutely love automobiles. My father, my parents, I mean, my father and my family members were into construction. My father was a building inspector, but he really gave me this love of the industrial arts. And what I mean by industrial arts is I mean amazing people that learn these skills and they produce things that are really great. I did do some auto body repair classes before I actually went to get my degree, my first college degree. Um, I kind of wish I did mechanic classes instead, only because, yeah, I probably would be in that industry now, um, or at least as a side gig. But I absolutely love buildings. I love architecture. I love things that are made by people, cars especially. I can literally just stare at my truck for hours. In fact, I actually tried to make a video about my truck earlier today. It was supposed to stream, but apparently it didn't stream. So I'll try and do it tomorrow. But basically, it is me complaining about Ford a little bit. Anyway, I love Ford. I started out as a GM person, but my family had GM stock. My grandfather did preferred stock, and in 2008, when GM went under and got bailed out, all of that stock, instead of going to us, which it's preferred stock, and if you know how preferred stock works, mostly if the company continues, you're supposed to be getting your money. But laws were changed and that money went to the union. So now to me, government motors is what GM is. I will never buy a GM product ever again in my life because, I mean, there's a lot to do about bailout. I actually was in the hospitality industry when the bailout happened in 2008, 2009. And a lot of people lost a lot of stuff. I lost a job. I had never bought it, I had never owned a house. So I didn't have a mortgage. So I didn't get one of those mortgages that were um, that caused basically junk mortgages that basically everyone could qualify for, but they couldn't pay for. Um, and a lot of other bad choices made by companies like General Motors. Basically, you know, I won't get into that because it makes me mad. But anyway, I didn't have any money to begin with, and then that happened. The financial crisis happened, and my hospitality job, it only paid like $9.50 an hour, but I was actually paying my bills. My daughter wasn't even a year old, and the fact that General Motors and the fact that the housing market tanked all because of people doing this stuff, it still affects all of us today. So thinking about that just makes me angry. Anyway, Ford. I love Ford and I love these guys. The reason why I love these guys is if you want to know all the details there is to know about a new Ford product, these people are the ones to watch. This is Tim Bartz. I believe this is his daughter. And they do this for Long MacArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. Again, I'm not sponsored. I don't have enough people to be sponsored. But these people are great. You can literally go to hit the Long MacArthur Ford website and look up anything you want about any Ford, and you got it. They do a weekly stream too, so I've streamed with them a few times. As using my other handle, I was in their live stream for a while, and I did get to. They actually answer their live stream.
Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at Long MacArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information. with a kind of a new intro video. I like to do this at the beginning of every year. For those that are first time coming to our channel, this is going to be what you're going to see as the channel video. But also, it's a great video for those that are already subscribed to kind of get an idea of what our goal is and what we're going to deliver to you in 2025. Now, we don't take the phrase "your source for Ford news, update, and information" lightly. We do want to make sure we.
This guy is super detailed, so a lot of times I won't even complete the whole video unless I own that particular model or trim. He literally does a video on every trim level of every Ford. Okay, so if you want to know something, I used to sell Fords. I sold Fords for just about 2 years. I fell in love with the F-150. I wanted a Bronco, but Ford Finance, it's just held on to them special rates for other vehicles. Like I could get a special rate on an F-150, but I couldn't get a special rate on a um, Bronco that cost the same amount of money. It made me mad, but the Bronco was a big thing, and now they had jacked up the prices. F-150s that always were getting jacked up. But at the end of the year, it's always a good time to buy that year's model because you can't. Ford always discounts them every time. So anyway, I love these guys. You should definitely watch them, especially if you want any details about Fords, because this guy has them. Okay. I do also watch TFL, but I don't think TFL. Don't watch them enough anymore to really tell you all about it. But anyway, I think that's called the Fast Lane. Great YouTubers, they do great job. But I'm a Ford guy, so I generally watch the Ford stuff. Sarah Intune is another one. She is so smart. She's so awesome. I love Sarah Intune. She's the one that talked about the beans, and now everyone talks about giving a car the beans. So definitely Long MacArthur Ford is really great if you're into Fords, and it's something I watch all the time. Okay. Speaking of, so I do some projects. If I would do more projects if I have the equipment, and again, I live in an apartment complex, and I do my show from a closet, so I ain't got them bucks I can buy the parts, and God knows I do, but it costs money to install them. So there's only certain things. Like I just bought some B8 5100 shocks for my F-150 because I like to level my vehicles. When I worked at a Ford dealership, they would charge me like practically nothing to get them installed, but only because I was an employee. And I'm not an employee of a Ford dealership anymore, so I got to figure out how to install some stuff. Anyway, American Trucks is pretty good. Their videos I enjoy watching just to watch the installs, but basically they'll introduce something like these things they just have, and then they'll show you how to put it together. Only one caveat here: sometimes they'll show you how to put something together and they edit it where they sometimes leave things out. And I hate that because, again, I'm someone who's on the spectrum. I like to have details. Because if you're going to install something, you need details, especially if you don't have the money to go and buy every freaking tool out there and you don't have a lot of space. Then you're gonna need to spend your money wisely. And again, install is usually the cheapest way to do it. I installed my rear bumper that I had to get after someone hit my F-150 like 2 days into my ownership of it. But even that video did not explain everything. Luckily, I had a co-worker of mine who, Mr. Jenkins, you the man. He helped me install my bumper, but again, we used the the video. So I have this 5100? Yeah, 5100 shocks sitting in my truck right now waiting to be installed. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of this video and to give you an idea of what they do with American trucks. They really want you to buy their product, and I buy their product, but I usually get the cheapest I can, but I'll still go to their website to watch how to install the parts. Like this, I did not get these shocks from American Trucks. I got them from somewhere else, but again, I'll still watch it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Justin here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today I'm taking a closer look at and installing the Bilstein B8 5100 series adjustable
B8.
height front shock fitting all 2021 and newer four-wheel drive F-150s. Now, the Bilstein B8 will be an extremely high-quality front shock with the main feature of offering that front end level or lift from anywhere of 0 to 2.5 inches, thanks to the snap ring design here on the.
Speaking of, I have a STX F-150 2024. It is a 4x4. It has the regular shocks. I really want an FX4 package. But I thought when I was buying this STX that, it wasn't a big deal because I can replace the shocks. What I didn't realize is that even though the STX does have one, you have to go up in the package to get the rear locker. So I bought mine off the lot in the end of October because that's when Ford started to really discount their F-150s. They usually December's the last time they really do heavily discount it. If you don't go, then that 24 and the 25, they're not going to give the same discounts because something that the dealerships don't tell you, but I guess you're supposed to know this. But if they're offering $5,000 off of F-150 in December, and you go in January and think you're going to get that same discount, you're not. And the reason why you're not is that discount comes from Ford. It does not come from the dealership. Okay? So if they're offering that and it says until so-and-so, then that's the time you have. So you need to go in. So I thought I was going to wait till December to buy my truck, but I said, you know what? I qualify now. I have me and Ford credit are best friends, considering I could buy a house with the money I've spent with them over the years. But I wanted one with the FX4 package, or at least they have this package for the STX, and that comes with the rear locker. I didn't know that, and I wasn't paying attention. I wanted to get my deal the way I wanted it, especially when it comes to payment. And what I did was I ended up leaving without a rear locker. So I've been looking to get a rear locker, but for one thing, getting a rear locker itself is like $1,000. And then you got to install it. And mechanics are not free. They're back. A lot of the times I have tried to get a number on it, it's almost the same amount as the part, if not more. So you're spending $1,000 for a rear locker, and it's $1,000 to install it, or $1,200 to install it. I thought about a torsion, the e-locker, not the e-locker, excuse me, maybe an Eaton torsion limited instead of a locker, but apparently for the rear you can't find one. They got one for the front, for the and the reason why they have one for the front of the F-150 is because the not the Raptor, but the trimmer has the torsion up front. So I have no idea where I get the money. Hopefully it'll be YouTube, but we'll see. Again, I gotta get following first. But I'm hoping to do those things to my truck, and maybe I can get someone sponsored to do them for me. But again, I'm not one of the big dogs. So anyway, American Trucks. Let's go ahead and finish this, and we'll move on.
The body. Now, this will allow F-150 owners to essentially level their rigs while still maintaining full shock travel, along with a firm yet comfortable ride both on and off road. So ever since I can remember, the 5100 series damper from Bilstein was one of the go-to options for truck owners out there who were after a moderately priced, high-quality damper to replace a stock set of components and help deliver things like...
Yeah, so I bought these not realizing that the 6122s were the higher end ones, but I was buying based off of price. I got the front and the rears for under about $550 with tax. And you could only get the fronts of the 61 with the Bilstein 6100s for that. The rear's another $500-600 depending on which ones you get. But these are good for now, and I'm happy to have them.
Ride quality, handling, and off-road performance. Now the B8 Series 5100 that we have here today will specifically be the ride height adjustable option, and that is going to give owners the ability to level or lift the front of their truck anywhere from 0 to 2.5 inches, again thanks to that snap ring design.
Allowing you to run up to 33-inch tires.
Now this will give F-150 owners out there a couple of different options. For instance, if you're the type of owner who prefers that factory kind of nose down rake for the benefits of towing, well then obviously you can install the shock here without adjusting the ring, and that will give you basically a factory ride height up front. On the other hand, if you're the type of owner who prefers more of that leveled look, maybe get some bigger wheels and tires up front, well this will allow you to achieve that as well,
care about the
thanks
tires.
to the adjustability with the snap ring design. Now I also have to say,
now, I have been looking at some ATs because the mud terrain they're so loud, forget about it. I'm not going to be a wheeler because you got to have money to do that. And again, I keep on saying that. I know I have an F-150 and it's new, but it's a cheaper one because that's what I can afford. I'm hoping to buy a house next year. So maybe I could have a man cave again. But I really love this closet too. I love the feel of it. In certain ways it's kind of annoying, but I mean, if you guys like it, it's pretty cool to me. I sleep in here too because I snore. My wife loves to point that out every time, but yeah, I snore.
This is still going to maintain full shock travel and full shock performance even at that 2.5 inches of leveling, which is something you can't always say when installing a similar size puck style spacer on the top of your factory coilovers. Now moving into construction here, guys, and the build quality is going to be completely on point from the USA made components, as we've kind of come to expect from Bilstein over the years. Now the shock itself is going to feature a 46mm monotube design along with the gas charge in that silver zinc coated stainless body. Now the Bilsteins do also feature the company's patented digressive valving technology, which basically allow this thing to rapidly...
Yeah, that's what why I went with the Bilsteins. Plus, again, I got a good deal. Let's jump over to install, just to give you an idea. We'll just go over here. So again, they'll walk you through, but don't take every word of it as gospel because they sometimes skip stuff.
Extension, an adapter if necessary, 3/8 swivel socket, 18, 19, and 27mm sockets, 18mm ratchet wrench, 18 and 21mm wrenches, a pair of clip pliers, a small hammer, various size pry bars, and also not shown here is a spring compressor, as well as a pole jack or a jack and jack stands. What's up guys, today we're going to be doing some front shocks on our F-150, so let's get started. Alrighty guys, so we've got the truck in the air, we've got the front wheels off, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to need to get our strut assembly out. So we're going to come to the top mounting point here and going to loosen up the 3 mounting nuts on the studs here. We're not going to fully remove them yet, we're just going to bust them loose. So you do have this little kind of connector thing for your harness here that you will need to...
So I'll be honest, if I had the right equipment, I would go for this myself, but I don't. So I'm going to have to find somebody to help me with it. But yeah, they'll walk you through it. Like I said, the rear bumper that I had to install was pretty smooth, but there were certain things I didn't know or I didn't understand in the video. So it's something that could have took 45 minutes, took like 3 hours. Look at it, friend. Anyway, American Trucks, even if you don't buy from them, they have great videos for installs when it comes to trucks. I think there's other channels that are related to them that also have it for other stuff. Again, so. All right. Metatron. So I hate Metatron. Okay. Metatron knows his stuff. He does. And he does like to talk about historical, equipment. Me, I got into history. I absolutely love history. Okay. I got into history through television and movies. Okay. For me, I know that historical accuracy on any of the movies you watch, even documentaries, aren't always completely factual. Okay. They're never going to have everything perfect. The story is going to be modified to tell a story, an entertainment story. Okay, and there's going to be some historical inaccuracies in everything. So Metatron, he mentions this, he talks about this. He might do it because he wants clicks or just trying to make his channel survive. I watch him. I'm a Patreon of him too. But this dude is so anal about historical accuracy that watching him sometimes gets annoying, and the fact that he corrects every little thing. And even someone like me who gets accused of doing that all the time, I'm telling you, when it comes to entertainment, sometimes I just got to turn him off because he just gets so crazy about it. But his content's great. I really enjoy the content. I watch him. I enjoy it. But history, and so when I teach history, when I learn history, to me, the dates don't matter as much of what you learn out of it when it comes to context, because everything on the planet is connected. Everything is connected. All right. What we call the unknown is just stuff that hasn't been connected yet. So history, technology, all connects together. Every little thing. Okay. Philosophy, people come up with philosophies because of their experience. History, that's their own personal history and how they interpret it. So even though the history part is important, being accurate the way Metatron is can be a bit much. But I still recommend you watching them. So let's watch a few minutes with him.
Oh, this is the Metatron speaking. It's weird history time. Oh, Metatron, who do you think you are calling them weird? It's the name of the channel, for crying out loud.
Weird history.
Metatron,
I
stop
like
insulting other people. Weird history. Popular misconceptions about ancient Rome. Very interested in checking this one out.
You probably have a lot of ideas about what ancient Rome was like.
You're absolutely damn right.
See what I mean? Oh, by the way, I do watch this channel too, this silly history channel. If it has history in it, I'm going to watch it. Period.
Right, I have.
But odds are, many of those ideas are wrong.
Wrong. How dare you, Metatron?
Wrong.
It's not your fault. You're a victim. A victim of pop.
A victim of leather bracelets. He's absolutely right. I am a victim. Look at this. This is mental A word that I can't say because demonetization.
Culture. Because pop culture is full of misrepresentations of the ancient world. We're debunking some misconceptions about ancient Romans in which they lived. But first, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History channel. Then jump down into the comments and tell us what ancient civilizations you want to hear more about next.
Okay, that's great. So he's absolutely right up to this point. Now, I can't say I've said that sentence many times reviewing Weird History channel's videos. But hey, maybe this is the video that is going to be like, wow, exception that confirms the rule. Of course, whether I agree or disagree, all of my React videos have a link in the description and in a pinned comment for you to go and check the original video. And of course,
So I think you have an idea about Metatron. He is entertaining. If you're looking for somebody to destroy every little thing when it comes to history in a movie, then he's the guy to watch. I enjoy it. I do watch him, but even I'm not anal, and I actually teach history to students versus he's not. I think he said he was a professor of something at one time. I know that he is a know-it-all. I appreciate know-it-alls. I think I'm probably a know-it-all myself, even though I don't know it all, and I know I don't, but some people think I do. Anyway, so Metatron, yeah, I currently teach political science, but I use it from a historical point of view. Um, but you know, as a person who doesn't officially teach it, I think he does a great job. Especially when it comes to the minute details. Speaking of, History Hilt is also another channel. It's great. I watched the History Channel from like the inception because I had cable. I've had cable my entire life until I became an adult, and things changed. But in my parents' house, the first time I can ever remember watching cable was probably 1978. I remember as a child in 1978, I was like 3 years old. No, 79, I was 3. But I just remember since I was a kid watching cable. There's a little box back in the 70s and early 80s that you would use. I called it a zipper because you'd zip down the channel, zip, 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 zip. So that's how I selected channels. Anyway, when I was in high school, that's when the History Channel came out, and it was part of Biography, A&E Networks. I watched a ton of it. I watched everything. Knowing again that nothing's 100% historically accurate, mainly because a lot of history that hasn't been actually recorded, basically everything until about 100 years ago, you're just taking somebody's word for it. Just like Metatron was taking everybody's word for it. So, I mean, it's a thing. Anyway, so History Hilt is a channel that is basically most of the stuff from History Channel, BBC One, I think, Sky. Anyway, it's all the history documentaries you could ever want. Now, there's this lady. She's a medieval historian. She likes to say France. She sounds American. I think she's American, but apparently she lives in the UK. And her medieval history is somewhere in like not Germany, but like Bavaria somewhere, which is still part of Germany. But anyway, so she's fun to watch because again, she's also one of those people who likes to delve into it, but she's more of an entertaining way of doing it. So right now she's reviewing Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which is about the Arthurian legend, which was all fiction anyway. So I don't know why she's doing the whole history thing on it, but let's watch a few minutes of it. It could be interesting.
It's kind of a King Arthur
Here
story? Question mark. All about how King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table go looking
movie.
for
I love movies.
For the Holy Grail. And along the line, hijinks ensue.
I'd rather just sing.
Stop that. You're not going into a song while I'm here.
It's an absolute banger of a classic.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
It is possibly the reason I ended up being a medievalist, and I am stoked to get into it today with you. So, let's do it. All right, we're in England in 932 AD. That is kind of an interesting point in and of itself because for medieval people, King Arthur is kind of like a long ago and far away story. It's this idea that he kind of took over sort of after Rome leaves Britain. So really for them, it's kind of like ancient history. And so they reflect all of their medieval ideals onto this guy in the past who sort of seems like a medieval guy, but he's meant to be like, you know, this distilled, perfect Christian king in the past. So 932, that's way, way, way too late for Arthur from a medieval standpoint. But also, and I want to make this clear, I don't care. That's fine with me. But 932, that's an interesting kind of point for us from a historical point of view. So this is like pre-Norman conquest, right? So at this point in time, we're still a bunch of English guys. We're speaking a Germanic language. And actually, like, England as a concept in 932, a little bit nebulous. People would say, oh, I'm like Mercian, or I am from Northumberland. There had been this period called the Heptarchy recently, where there was lots and lots of different kingdoms all around England. An idea if Englishness was not necessarily there, but again, and to be clear, this is a comedy movie.
So she's talking about nationalism. By the way, I really wanted to do this whole thing about movie reactions and stuff like that, but because of copyright laws and all that stuff, I can't react to movies because I got to watch the whole movie through and I can't stop and it's just the whole copyright thing. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I love reviewing. I mean, I love watching movies. Movies are the thing. But anyway, History Hilt and her, she's really good. I think it's kind of ironic because she's accepting Monty Python and the Holy Grail for what it is. Earlier you saw The Life of Brian, another Monty Python on historical person. And then you have Metatron. This lady is a doctorate, PhD, sorry, in medieval history. And Metatron is not. Metatron's more anal than she is. I just think that's kind of funny. Again, I love Metatron, don't get me wrong, and I love History Hilt. This doctor, she seems to be in lots of stuff. To me, she's funny, but only because she's quirky to me. But that's just a personal opinion.
However, you know, like, they gave me that date. I guess I can make fun of them if they get things wrong. Yeah, I'm going to, for comedic purposes. I'm sure they would let me. It's fine. It's fine. See, one of the first things that you see here is like a form of torture, which is the wheel. And the wheel is kind of like a slightly later form of torture. Like, let's be very careful with our torture designations. And I would expect to see that more kind of in the late medieval period. And also, one thing to kind of keep in mind is that torture is not actually that common in the medieval period. Does it happen? Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, it really does. But it's not like
Sophie,
you're walking down the street one day, you look at a night wrong, and they're like, that's it. I'm putting you on the wheel, right? The thing that happens with torture and the reason why like these big public displays of bodies and things like that happen is because it was really hard to get caught if you did something wrong. So when they did catch a criminal doing something, they're like, quick, make a big scene about it, right? And so that's why you would do stuff like, I don't know, when you beheaded someone, put their heads on London Bridge to like warn other people off. But it wasn't like this was something that was an everyday occurrence. The reason why you would have these big gruesome displays is a deterrent since it was so easy to get away with crime. I like wheels because they show up in Hieronymus Bosch paintings, and he's one of my favorite late medieval painters.
Hey, I need 3 people to stream, so that'd be great if you could.
To me, it's like coming home, seeing someone get tortured on the wheel. But you know, just normal things that people like, right? It's fine.
I'm supposed to have... See, that's what I need, is I need to find a way to...
Oh, we simply love to say King Arthur, fake ride interview with his,
no idea what I'm doing.
You know, trusty servant and some coconuts. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Okay, and then immediately you have a big castle come into sight. And now here is a big issue with the
By the way, I have no idea how to do the Discord thing. I set it up, but I don't know how to use it. And
it's a French thing. You don't see building in stone really at all until the Normans are really kind of in full force. So you can't.
That's what I love about history, is even though you don't have to be anal about these things, she makes a good point. The Norman invasion happened in 1066. The Normans were basically French Vikings. Vikings that attacked France first, took over a part of France. If you watch the television series, Vikings, the original Vikings television series, on the History Channel, they do a whole thing with this. Again, they're historically inaccurate in a lot of not of the characters. Like Rollo apparently is related to the Ironside, the father of. I can't think of his name right now. Anyway, so no, they were never related. But anyway, the Normans invaded in 1066 and they took over England and what we think of medieval England today. And even the English language only exists because of the Norman invasion. I say that because um, Britannic language was far more Celtic like than it was French like. Ironically, the French are Celts as well, but that's a whole thing. Um, anyway, most of the English language today is a combination of Italian, German, French, and English. The French part came with the Normans. That's why we have beef. But that's all kinds of stuff that you can learn that we're not going to talk about on the stream. But I hope you enjoy. These are the videos the video channels I watch a lot. I actually stream a lot more stuff. But I wanted to give you an idea of the YouTube stuff I like. Of course, I do have some honorable mentions like Linus Tech Tips, but I mean, he has so many followers, it doesn't even matter whether I talk about him or not. But that's enjoyable. So we're going to I'm going to put up a window for a few minutes. Well, we can't really. Okay, I'm going to take a short break just because, fluids, and then we'll start on part 2. Okay? So I'll be back. Hey everybody, I'm back. So thank you for the moment there. So let's go over Let's go into Black Myth Wukong. I just got to change this over here. I'm going to put down my keyboard and mouse, and then grab my controller here. Okay. All right, got that started. Go to screen capture. Okay, well, let me do that now. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, I gotta change here. Okay, PS5. There we are. There's the PS5. All right, I'm gonna change it over on my big TV. I use my TV as my second screen, so bear with me here. Okay, switch this over. PS5. All right, we're gonna start with some Black Myth and see what's going on with that. Uh-oh, I think I just turned off the TV. Dang it. Oh, goodness. I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Hey, if you like the show, help me out. Maybe I can actually put together some really good stuff here. Let me see. Yay, here it is. Got my glasses. I probably should put them on. Okay. So I really haven't messed around with the settings on this. So hopefully I'm doing it right. We'll find out in a second. Hey, let's go to trophies real quick, just to kind of prove what I was talking about with Black Myth. Alright, so where are my trophies? Y'all, I haven't put on the PS5 in about a minute. Alright. I'm not a PS5 expert. Before recently, I actually started, I was playing it, so I assume everyone can see it. Yeah, it shows it here. Okay, trophies. That's what I'm looking for. Trophies. Okay, Black Myth. You see that? Platinum, baby. 100% platinum, baby. All the way ups, all the way down. I had to do like 3 playthroughs. I got that. All right, so let's go into Black Myth. Okay, there should be an update here, so. Okay, I'm going to go into gaming mode, which means I'm going to turn off this light. Adjust display. Why do I want to adjust it? I guess it's fine. It's fine the way it is. Okay. I'm kind of blue today. Game science. Loading. Hopefully this won't be too loud. Okay. It looks like it's good. Opponents recorded in portraits and challenges again. Challenged again. Okay, so this is what they were talking about, the challenge mode. I have not done this yet. I haven't tried to do this. Again, I haven't even played in over a month. Ooh, that's loud. Let's see if I can turn it down. Oh, well, that wouldn't do any good turning it down in the... See how bad it is first. Okay, yeah, it's a bit loud. Let me get my stuff to turn this down a little bit. Sorry. Again, I'm in a closet, and my computer stuff is actually... Oh, crap. No. Here we go. There we go. All right, yeah. My screen is farther away. Not my screen, my hookup. So let's go into settings. Mixer. Mixer. Here's the mixer. So PS5, we're going to turn it down to, I think 60% is good. Let's see how that works. Okay. Oh, man. Ugh. No, it's not tracking now. I gotta stop messing with this tracking stuff. The only thing I don't like about the Insta360 is you're supposed to be able to put your hand up to do the tracking. And it's supposed to track my head, which is why I bought it, but for some reason, I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, it's not tracking now? No, it's not tracking. What's it doing now? No. I Insta. Alright, well, I'm playing Black Myth, so it doesn't really matter. We'll deal with the tracking later. But anyway, the Insta is pretty good, but this AI tracking sometimes can be, like, weird. Of course, it just might be I don't know what I'm doing, too. See, that's assuming the other thing. Okay, that's a reset. Still not tracking my face. Okay, no, don't worry about it. I'm ugly anyway. Oh, now I don't know what I did with my remote. I'm just a mess today, y'all. Oh, here it is. Okay. Alrighty, here. See if this is too loud. Let's talk.
May Lord illuminate your path, brave one.
Okay, currently some echo here.
Many are bent on seeking shortcuts, hence pill making came to be.
Yeah, it works. Okay.
Cheers, cheers. Fancy doing anything today?
Let's see. Offer incense. Okay, you get used to this again. Okay. Store. Okay, I got everything I need, I think. Yeah. I don't need any of that, I don't think. I'm maxed out as it is. Challenges. Return of rivals. Okay, let's try the first one. Hold to challenge. Okay, again, I haven't played this in over a month, so I think that blue isn't working for me. Go with orange. Okay. Okay. Again, I have not played this in a while, so. Oh shoot, I gotta change my settings too. Didn't realize it. Woo, it's been a while. I'm trying to remember even how to play this. Okay, I won, apparently. Even though I forgot how to.
Master spoke of you.
Okay, we need to go back. So challenge. That was way too easy. Of course, she was the first one, so it makes sense. So there's two people viewing us. So assume Sophia is the other one that's viewing. Okay. Resume game. Okay, so we're going here. Okay, let me see if I can remember how to do this. Okay, I got all the equipment I want. Okay, so that's not it. Was it the relics? No, relics are the way I wanted them. Equipment's the way I want it. Advance, that's where we go. Okay, so I want to change this. The Ring of Fire I was doing for... oh, I gotta go out of this. I think I'm supposed to go up to here. To incense. Go to... I gotta get my Trailblazer gifts too, of course. Again, this is the first time I'm playing this since this update came out. You know, I didn't even take my chap. Okay. Self-advanced. Set spells. Okay, so I want to go back to my favorite, which is Immobilize. And life-saving. Again, I was only doing life-saving for the benefits of trying to do the last boss. Not the last boss. I already did him. It's the Sun Wukong trying to get back into his body. I was having problems with it, and I didn't give up. I've already beat it 3 times. The 4th time, it seems like so much harder. See if I can remember the controls. Okay. Funny. Okay, let's jump. Okay, oh yeah. Alright. Move back the stance. Oh yeah. Can't be doing that, dog. Okay. Okay, that's right. Jump. Hit. That's right. Oh, and then... There we go. Ah, that's my favorite. Okay. There we go. Funny how that works. Wow. One thing that sucks is having to relearn this stuff, and it's been a while. Okay. Go back to challenge. Return to rivals. Okay. Wandering White. Yeah, I remember this guy. Okay. Take forever to load. Oh, yeah. You gotta get away from him quickly. That's right. Okay. I guess that all it gives you time too. Okay. Burn. Select another opponent. We're just gonna go through all of them one time. We'll go to the next one after that. Turn to rivals. Okay. Challenge. So far, so good. Probably gets harder, apparently. This is just stage 1 here. Oh, he's done. Okay, so far so good. 17 seconds. On regular difficulty. No, oh, I just challenged him. Well, I guess I'm going to be doing it again. I'm not sure what y'all like. I like seeing my face in the dark. I assume that's a good thing. Or do you like this? See what happens if you don't. Oh, where did he go? Okay. Healing. Oh, and that's 17 seconds. There we go. Yeah, see, 10 more seconds. Oh, it's Pilgrim difficulty. Okay. Alright, select another opponent. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna go right down the middle. Apparently this is Pilgrim setting. Okay, Pilgrim setting does nothing. Meaning there's not a challenge. I'm trying. Oh, he's double stage, so. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Another 7 seconds there. Alright, this is super easy this way. Let's go to... okay, this is the guy who's a pain in the butt. I still have to beat him the first time again. I mean, not the first time, but to finish this one gameplay, I have to beat him. He's the last boss. But I have to beat him in the game, not in this part, I think. I'm assuming. Yeah, he's probably gonna whip my ass. Even in this setting. Because I haven't beaten him yet in the regular setting. I was doing that. doing that crap again. Alright, let's kick his butt, boys. Get out of the way, fellas. Jeez. Hate when that happens. Alright, that's the first half. And now he's gonna whip my butt. Well, in the challenge, I might not. See, he's a 2-stage boss, so that's why he's a pain. Do love to watch this. Thanks for joining, Sophie. I wish I could chat with you, but I have no idea how this works. I assume there's a Discord server somewhere. Jeez, how long is this? I know it's been a while. Okay, this is where you're screwed. This is the you're screwed scene. Yep. See, you've already beat me up. Ooh. There he goes, kicking my butt again. Ooh. Here we go with the double shit. Go. Some of that. Woo! Boom. There we go. Yeah, even on challenge mode, still hits my butt. Ah, dang it! Ah, I knew that was gonna happen. See, you can't even beat him on challenge mode. I'm drinking my stuff. We call that a waterfall. That's cool. Dude wore me out. Oh! See, and I just want a drink. Yes, it actually worked. That's right. Wish I actually beat him in the regular game. Would have been nice. Would be nice. Yeah, so I wish this really worked in the real game, as I would have won. 5 minutes, 24 seconds. Nice. Huh, should I try him in the real game? Man. See, in the real game, he whipped my butt. Said I haven't been able to beat him for the third time. I beat him first go. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's go get my stuff or whatever. See, it tells you I should be harvesting like, but you gotta be playing the game for like an hour before everything refills. Alright. So let's do the real versus the pilgrim. Okay, travel. Mount Hoga. Birthstone. Now let's play the same thing, same settings in the real game and see how this works out. I don't think it's gonna work out very good. Let me plug in my this here. There we go. I got some energy left. If y'all like this stream, please let me know whether you're watching it on YouTube or whether you're watching it on Twitch. All right, here I am. About to get my butt kicked for real this time. All right, playing the same thing, same way, but this time in the actual game versus the challenge. See how well this goes. Probably not. See, he's already taken, beat the shit. There we go. There you go. Didn't last terribly long, did I? Noticed that, didn't you? All right. Try that again. No, it's just not working again. Yep. See, Insta needs to come up with a better thing for that because I'm trying to get it to track me. And I've had to move. Okay, it's tracking it. Nice. Finally got to work. Okay. Alright, here we go. Heart of the Birthstone. See, you saw the in-game here. I whipped it butt during the challenge, but in this side, nope. See, he's already taken a huge chunk out of me. Oh, see? he doesn't give you any chances like you do in the challenge. See, I'm about to die now unless I get really far away from him. Alright, boys. I'll get out, I'm gonna die. See, he's already killed me. This proves to you the challenge is not nearly the same. Let's go back to their challenges. I'll play with them later on. Alright, one more chicken. See, even if you platinum this, that doesn't make them easier. He's already disappeared out of it. See, he makes you pay real bad for using those other... That's messed up. I don't think I'm wearing all the right stuff to do the other thing. Yeah, I'm not. Hey, there you go. Gotta concentrate. I know a lot of other people who watch these things, they like... Okay. See, I'm dead already. Proof that the challenge mode ain't like the real thing. Again, I beat this guy twice, 3 times all the way. Platinum it. Adios mio. Back to the challenge. Challenge. Rivals. Okay, I did wondering why I did did I do bowling? Yeah. Bowling. Ball pilgrim mode. Hope y'all are enjoying this, whoever's watching. Hopefully I get more views, but, you know, I got to be more consistent. I know I started saying I was going to do my stuff earlier, so I just got to be more consistent to the actual schedule, which I realize. Alright, so Vanquished was easy. Gong Mao. Gong Mao. Gotta say Gong Mao. Okay. Select another one. Okay, Wicked Noble. White Clad Noble. Oh, yeah. Mr. Fish Guy, he's another two-stager.
Yet it engulfs.
Yeah, that's just stage one, y'all.
You have forced my hand.
Forgot how to go through that. I'll skip it.
What I truly
Really are. You did. That's what you is. There you go. White-clad Noble at Pilgrim level. 30 seconds. You're a slacker, McFly. Alright. Next opponent. Oh, him. Yeah. He's weird. The secret to him is basically wait until he goes up and start bashing his buddies, and then after you bash his buddies, he's weaker when he explodes on you. Okay. Oh, he's already trying to get his stuff up. Okay. See, this is when you're supposed to. Bash on the buddies. Okay. Yeah, you take these guys out. You can't be as powerful, if I recall. Oh, he's already dead. Alright, what was the timing on that? 1 minute, 21 seconds. Because he's two-stage, too. Oh, select other. The Wandering White. Wow. White. Okay. Oh, Red Luong. He was a pain. You gotta get him very quickly, or you kind of done for. No, It's easier to beat when you got the wind in them. Sometimes you got cheese, but they go too fast. There you go. Again, it's all pilgrim level, 48 seconds. And I'm fully up. Okay. Black Wind King. Oh, yeah. This guy. Thanks, Sophie CG2. I'm glad you're following me. I love to chat with you, but it won't let me. Well, I haven't figured it out yet, so. Sophia. Oh, see, that's kind of boring there. Give him some wind. They all hate the wind. Yep, sure do. And he's done. Try another from another mother. Black Wind King. Ooh, that does not sound good. Oh wait, I just beat him. Yeah, and then Black Bear Guy. Gow. So this would be all chapter 1 right here. These are all the chapter 1 bosses. Sorry if I'm not very talkative. When I play games, I don't get very talkative. That's why Twitch, I don't know if it's going to be working out for me, but we'll see. I'll do my best. Ooh! Smack that butt, dude. Let me see what you got. Feel my wind. There you go. Is he 2-stage? I don't even remember. I think he is. Yeah, vanquished. He's done. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna change over to here. My ear's killing me. I don't know if I want to keep doing these with the ear thing. A lot of people use their headphone. I mean, their iPhones or whatnot, ear pods, AirPods, whatever it's called. All right, we're gonna make one more, and then a second stream is coming on. So, meaning, yeah, my body stream. So I'm probably gonna have to finish it with this guy real quick. Ooh, I remember him. He was actually hard for a frog. I remember. Because he's poisonous. Why did I... Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you should probably be careful next time. Oh, he ate up my stuff. Okay. So that's not good. Alright. Alright. Now you're dead. My boys are gonna get you. Yep. Bam, bam! Alright, that went so quick. We'll do one or two more. Another opponent. We did. Oh, we gotta go into yellow. Okay, King of the Kingdom. Okay. Oh, this is the dad and yeah, kid. All right. Secret is kill the kid first. No, the big bear first. Unless you need the flesh. If you need the flesh, you need to kill the king first, which is the little guy. But again, I've already completed that stuff, so I don't need to do that. So you only have to kill this guy if you're in the regular gameplay and you don't need to kill the king. But there's a certain thing you need to get, so you need to kill the king the first time you play through, which is the little guy, which I didn't need to do for this. See, he'd be dead, because he'd be in pilgrim mode. Okay. Should have started my stream with this, only because I only gone for 2 hours. I would love to do 3 hours, but I actually have to use the restroom. But we'll get to 2 hours, and then we'll go from there next time. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, he's super easy. It's a big rat. That's the other son, by the way. There you go. First prince of the flowing sands. It's done. Alrighty. Let's exit here. Nope. It's not where I meant to go to. Travel. Sorry, y'all. Again, it's been a while since I played this game, so. Okay, I need to travel to the scroll. There we go. Back to the village. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for joining my stream. I am Magi History. You will find me at the Man Closet on YouTube. I will continue to try and do live streams on Twitch, and I think it's Vovu. I think they're in Russia, if I remember. Tovo. Anyway, I will try. No promises yet, because I do have other things I have to take care of. But I'm going to try and stream between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Monday through Friday, Central Standard Time, so that's Texas time. So look for me here. I will try and stream tomorrow, which is Saturday, from 6 to 8, just as a special thing to build up audience. If you enjoyed it and you've watched it, invite your friends. If not, just keep looking for me. Tell your friends about me. And I would really love to grow my channel. Again, I'm streaming on YouTube. I think I'm streaming on X as well. And Twitch for sure. I'm still trying to figure out how to incorporate the Discord server and chat and all that stuff. I'm almost 50 years old and I'm learning. So please bear with me, but please like and subscribe if you're on any of the streaming formats. Also look for my videos on YouTube afterwards. I hope you enjoy, and please follow along with me as a school teacher, almost 50 years old, is trying to learn to stream. All right. Thank you and goodbye. Uh-oh. You gotta do it that way. Okay. It goes this way.